Hi, PerspectiveWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Wednesday, March 4th. A strong cold frontal system passed through the mid-Atlantic region in the overnight hours with some brief downpours, especially north of the Pennsylvania-Maryland border. It was even some embedded thunder associated with that cold frontal passage. The air behind it is not all that cold today for the mid-Atlantic region. We'll climb up into the 50s in the D.C., Philadelphia, New York City corridor. However, the winds will pick up noticeably out of the northwest, gusting up to 30, 35 miles per hour or so, especially from late morning on through the afternoon hours. High pressure should take control of the weather here in the mid-Atlantic region right through tomorrow, and then a strong clipper system will drop southeastward on Friday across the Great Lakes, cause some rain shower activity in much of the mid-Atlantic region, perhaps some rain or snow shower activity on Friday night. The weekend starts off on the chilly side, but then a big warm-up for the eastern U.S. takes place early next week. Over the next few days, the next couple of days, there'll still be significant rainfall down across the southern states. This is the current surface map, and we have low pressure developing this morning in Texas and a stalled out frontal system draped right across the southern U.S., and this is the area of some significant rainfall over the next couple of days or so, and included in this significant rainfall will be the threat for more severe weather anywhere along this frontal boundary zone, really from this particular location on south. There will be the chance for some severe thunderstorm activity both today, and then by tomorrow it'll generally shift to the eastern sections here from Florida down into the southeast U.S. But for today in the mid-Atlantic region, a northwesterly flow of air will develop, and again, those winds could kick up to 30 miles per hour or so in the I-95 corridor region. Well, here's a forecast map of total precipitation amounts by Saturday morning. This is over the next few days. And again, the southern U.S., right in this region right here, gets the most significant rainfall. A stalled out frontal boundary zone right in this region here, low pressure forming today, intensifying today over Texas, will basically move right along this frontal boundary zone, and included in this significant rainfall will be the threat for some more severe weather. Earlier in the week, or even late last week, it looked like the possibility that this low might push up a little bit farther to the north and east, possibly impacting the mid-Atlantic region. It does not appear to be the case any longer. That will pretty much continue to move to the northeast out into the western Atlantic Ocean. A little bit of precipitation coming here for the mid-Atlantic region, and again, that's primarily with a clipper system that arrives during the day on Friday and continues into Friday night. We'll talk about that over the next couple of minutes. Well, let's walk through the forecast maps from last night. Last night's operational run of the GFS at 0Z. We're looking at the 500 millibar level. Still quite an active pattern across much of the nation. First of all, one wave of energy passed on through last night. There were some brief downpours, especially around Philadelphia, about 9 o'clock or so with the cold frontal passage. Some heavy rainfall for a brief period of time, even some embedded thunder. There's another wave upstream that moves overhead tonight, basically moves from west to east. Could cause a couple of showers in the evening hours, and here is our system associated with that southern significant rainfall and a continuing threat of severe weather. Let's push forward here, and this wave of energy passes right overhead in the evening hours tonight in the mid-Atlantic region, again causing the possibility of some shower activity during the evening. It'll then clear later on tonight. Meanwhile, strong wave of energy aloft will help to spawn this low pressure system today over Texas that will basically move from west to east over the next couple of days. Let's keep moving forward here, and that continues to move to the east to northeast over the next couple of days. This is the forecast map for tomorrow afternoon, Thursday afternoon, and here's that clipper system diving to the south and east over the western part of the Great Lakes. Let's keep moving forward. The southern storm pushes off the east coast, pretty much northeast out into the western Atlantic. Does not look like it'll have any impact on the mid-Atlantic region, but this clipper system will during the day on Friday. Here we are Friday morning. Quite an unstable atmosphere will set up for the day on Friday in the mid-Atlantic, the northeast U.S., with that upper level Clipper system that drops southeast from south central Canada across the Great Lakes into the northeast on Friday. Some rain shower activity, excuse me, and certainly at night it could get cold enough in some spots in the Mid-Atlantic region for some snow shower activity as well. Keep moving forward here. That gets on out of here by the early part of the weekend. This is a Saturday morning forecast map. Saturday, quite a chilly day, maybe a breezy day in the Mid-Atlantic region, but a big warm-up will take place for Sunday and Monday. Especially by Monday, we may be well up in the 60s in the I-95 corridor region from D.C. to Philadelphia to New York City. Well, now let's take a look at the surface forecast maps from the 0Z GFS model run. Low pressure forming right now Wednesday morning over Texas. That will move along that frontal boundary zone over the next day or two. Meanwhile, a little bit of a wave of energy here. We saw a loft, a little reflection of it at the surface, could cause a couple of showers in the Mid-Atlantic region this evening. Let's push forward, and here we go. There's that wave of energy, a weak system. Nonetheless, could cause some showers, maybe a couple of some clouds and a couple of showers this evening in the Mid-Atlantic region. But here's the significant rainfall over the next couple of days, and again the continuation of a severe weather threat down across the southern U.S. Let's keep moving forward. That low pressure area ends up going off the Carolina coastline and then out over the western Atlantic, and here excuse me, here comes the Clipper system by Friday morning, moves into the mid-Atlantic, the northeast U.S., while that southern storm kind of escapes out to the western part of the Atlantic. This will be an unsettled atmosphere on Friday with some colder air in the upper part of the atmosphere. Can be some rain showers in the Mid-Atlantic region during the day, and rain or snow showers at night. And even during the day, down in the I-95 corridor region north of the Mason-Dixon line, there can be some snowflakes mixing in as some of that colder air gets wrapped into this system on Friday, this Clipper system. Here we go by Friday afternoon and then Friday night. A lot of cold air in the upper part of the atmosphere, so don't be surprised to see some flakes mixed into this pattern on Friday, and especially Friday night, especially north and west of the I-95 corridor region across Pennsylvania and New Jersey during Friday. And by the time the weekend rolls around, the winds will pick up out of the north to northwest. It'll start off quite chilly this weekend in the Mid-Atlantic region, the northeast U.S., probably highs confined to the low to mid-40s in a lot of places along the I-95 corridor region. But by the early part of next week, this high pressure moves over the region by Sunday, and another broad fetch of air out of the southwest pushes to the northeast, first over the Ohio and Mississippi Valley by the latter part of the weekend, and then that just translates into the eastern U.S. by Monday. Monday could turn out to be a spectacular day in much of the Mid-Atlantic region, with highs in many spots in the 60s, along with plenty of sunshine. So not a lot of cold air over the next several days, but the big story over the next couple of days will be down south. Significant rainfall all across the southern U.S. from Texas to the Carolinas, a continuation of a severe weather threat down there. Meanwhile, up in the Mid-Atlantic and the Northeast, a Clipper system causes some instability on Friday, rain and or snow showers on Friday and Friday night, and then a cold start to the weekend, but a much milder early next week in the eastern U.S., especially by the time Monday rolls around. That's it for now. For PerspectiveWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.